welcome to Melo Lavender. My name is Melanie. I try to post at least once a week, and on this channel we talk about self-development, getting your life together, finances, which is what we're going to be talking about today. Sometimes I do ASMR, I do a lot of home decor, vlogging, cleaning, productivity, all that fun stuff. So if you're interested in any of that content, then subscribe. Duh. So hello, I have not posted one of these in a while, and I thought that it would be a good idea because there's a lot to talk about in terms of updates for my finances. I wanted to first start off this video for the people that have never seen my channel, don't know much about my channel. Beginning of this year, I had credit card debt, and I'll put it up in the cards, but I paid it off. It was the best feeling in the whole wide world. There's no way of me explaining how excited and happy I was that I was able to pay that off. Also saved up money. I am in the works of a new job. Lots is happening. So I wanted to kind of break down my budget for September, my budget for October, and moving forward for Q4. To be completely honest, September was very hazy for me. I don't remember much in terms of finances. Like, thoroughly apologize to anyone that was like looking forward to seeing how I spend my money in September, but I will post here, I hope it's here or here, just the breakdown of what I spent and how I spent it. I've been getting very accustomed to Uber Eats and trying to get away from that, just simply because I am over it. Honestly, it's a lot of money that is spent. There are days that I do have to order out because either I don't have the energy or my boyfriend's over, we're not gonna cook. But I do want to limit that spending as much as possible. September was definitely a time where I was taking advantage of Uber Eats. So now we will move into October. So October is super exciting because your girl gets 3 paychecks. So for anyone who doesn't know, if you get paid bi-weekly, there are months that you will get paid 3 paychecks instead of 2 paychecks. So October is that month for me, and it's super interesting to see how my finances change in October because of the 3 paychecks. Honestly, the only thing that changes is that I'm able to save up a little bit more, and I'm able to, I really wouldn't say splurge, but I'm able to buy a couple things here and there. I only have one birthday in October, which is great, and birthdays and gifts and stuff like that are super important to me because they usually, birthdays, holidays, anything like that usually come up very unexpected for me. One Big Happy Life has truly changed the game for me. I sat down one day for like 2.5 hours and I planned out my yearly budget. Yeah, it sounds insane. It was insane, but it really put things into perspective, and it made me super excited to see how my money not only will grow, but also what my money can do for me. But yeah, what I was saying about gifts, birthdays, stuff like that, usually beforehand they came up very unexpected, and I would have to like pay stuff with my credit card in order to like make it ends meet. And you know, 2021 is a very preventative year and I started to implement that obviously now, but I really just want to do things and really plan for them instead of just doing it when things are occurring, not feeling the most prepared and not feeling the most stable about it. And that was the whole point of One Big Happy Life. Tasha doing a yearly budget was because she wanted to plan out her year in advance to see, okay, if I want to get an apartment or a house, how would I get there with the money that I'm making right now? I always contribute to my retirement. It's not as much as I could contribute, but I'm going to say a very millennial thing. I'm very far from retirement, and even with the money that I've put in currently, I feel very happy and excited that I'm like even contributing to my retirement fund. I paid rent twice this month because I knew that I would be getting getting paid with 3 paychecks, and it just made my life slightly easier if I paid the rent twice for this month. So I was paying for September and also now for October with the last paycheck. Food is about the same. I pay about $150 in groceries for each paycheck. Again, I'm trying to not order out because that's usually where the rest of the spending is, and my food expenses, I'm pretty sure, are high because of the fact that I spend on food outside quite often. Because I'm getting my teeth removed as well, I think for about 2 weeks I would be eating very plain food, so I don't think I would be spending as much. So the gym started to charge me again, and I'm quite annoyed about it because I don't go to this gym since I moved, and I've been trying to cancel it, but in order to cancel it you have to go in person. So I've been trying to make a time to go and just cancel the damn thing because yeah, it's a waste of money. Honestly, I'm paying for a membership that I'm not even using. Paid off a little bit of my Discover card. I have bought a couple things with my credit card and I just paid that off. So for transportation, I usually spend around $400, a little less than $400 a month, and I've been able to spend even less now because I'm paying a monthly instead of paying a weekly card. I'm paying $210 like at the moment, but in the long run, every month I save $50. If you times 50 by 12, you get $600. So saving $600 is a lot. Subscriptions went slightly up. I did cancel my Six Flags subscription, but I did add Epidemic Sounds because I do use that for like my cleaning videos, productivity videos. So in order to accommodate for that, I do have those subscriptions. I always give back. I can always give back more, of course, but I do always, yeah, I think it's a great point to make, even if it's like $10 from your paycheck. I know some people don't give back at all, but I always think to pay it forward first then. So I try to always give back. Like I said, it's one of my friend's birthdays. I don't think I will be able to go to her birthday dinner, especially with everything that's happening with COVID here, but I will get her a gift, and I did save up for that, paying off my loans slowly but surely, and also contributing just a little bit more, paying off one of my friends who very generously gave me money when I was struggling. And some of the things that you will see here also is like a leather jacket. I had a leather jacket, my cousin took it, I need a new one. I love using it. I know I would use it a ton. I'm getting that, saving up for a coat, a rug, and a mattress. These have been on my list forever, and I have room now to save the money for these things. So, and dating. So my boyfriend and I don't go out often. We are going out next week, maybe, depending on how I'm feeling. I do budget that into my budget because whenever I go out with him or we go out, we usually take turns paying for stuff, but sometimes I'll pay or he pays, it depends, but I always like having money on hand just in case. So now we're gonna move on to my yearly budget. I don't want to make this video too long, but I do want to talk about my yearly budget because it is a significant part of my life. What I was really focusing on for the year 2021 was, again, to be very preventative. So being able to save up for a safety fund, I will call it safety fund, not an emergency fund. Allocating money for for dates, for gifts, for things like that. December is coming up. Gifts are coming up. Your girl needs to pay for them gifts. So I just wanted to point out a couple of things that came up for my specific budget and why I think it's a really good idea to do a yearly budget. So the whole intent and purpose of doing this budget in the first place was because in June I will have to move out into my very first apartment. I've moved out before into a room, but this will be different because it'll be like my actual apartment. I have to prepare for that because the time flies, and then June comes up and then you will see the moving vlogs. Woo! So as I said, I am in the works of getting a new job. I estimated how much I would get paid and then went from there. Of course, I could get paid more than this and I can always adjust my payments to stuff, but this is just what it is for right now. So for gifts, I'm expecting to spend about maybe a little bit more than 1,000 on gifts. So I've budgeted that in, but also I've budgeted in saving on a rug, saving on a mattress, and saving on a coat, and also paying off my friend. So there are a couple of moving pieces here and some dates that are very significant. Again, have to move out by June. The way that I went about saving for this is I think like I'm paying rent twice. So I pay $500 for rent. Every other paycheck I would take out $500 for the apartment, and that would be starting in January, and by June I will have about $3,000 in savings, maybe a little bit more. Ideally, I would want a apartment where if me and my boyfriend move in together, we would be paying with utilities and everything about $850 each, and that's very doable where we live. And I think with the amount that I'm saving up for, we will be very okay with paying down the security and anything else that we have to pay. And if God willing we have anything extra, we can put that down for some furniture. The second thing, paying off people. So the last person that I have to pay off is one of my friends, and by April of next year I will pay her off completely. And it's so exciting because I don't even know how to explain to you guys, like I even see an end date, honestly, because of the payments that I was giving her, because it was just like, you know, whenever I had extra money and stuff. But it is so freeing. It is so freeing to be debt free, to be like closer and closer to being debt. Well, God, with God's grace, pay her off fully by April. The mattress will be completely paid off by May, and I'm not going to get the mattress until May, which is perfect because that's around the same time that we will be moving, and I made it a point to get the mattress by that time. I will also be getting the rug by December, and this is all through saving up the money for it. And I believe I will also be able to get the coat by November, I believe. So some things that will come up in the future when you guys see my budget: I'm giving more to charity. My transportation will probably be about the same. Depending on my location, it might be slightly less. It depends. For dates, it's going to be about the same, besides February where it's our anniversary. We'll probably go out and stuff. Starting off in May, after I pay off my friend, you will start to see that I start putting more money towards my student loans and to get a car. And the reason why that is because I don't have the debt of paying off other loans, so I can focus on that big loan and also focus on things that I actually want to save up for, like getting a car. Even now, I am super duper grateful that I'm even able to save up for like a mattress and a coat and a rug for the room, because yeah, beforehand that wasn't even possible. So super grateful for that. You will also see that my retirement funds increased also, and that's because with more money you would put more money down for your retirement. Obviously this is all estimated, you know, who knows, by 2021 maybe I'll be in six figures and my budget will completely change, but this is what it is for right now. Looking at my budgets makes me excited. It should make you excited. I know it can be quite stressful, especially when you're trying to pay down debt, but the more you get into it and the faster that you pay down the debt and the more that you see the debt going down, the more excited you get. And then I have a couple things that I do want to put in there. Like, I do want to take a trip sometime in that year. I do want to get like a facial, maybe like at least 3 times in the year. Yeah, just take care of myself more. You know, it's been a very interesting year, but it's been a very fulfilling and exciting year. I know that there was a lot of uncertainty, and I know what it is to feel very uncertain, but I truly can say that this year has been a blessing. I can only speak for myself. June is obviously my birthday month, but it is also a month where I will start to pay a rent in my new apartment. I was super excited for that too. too, not only because like I will have my own place, but also, I don't know, it's just very freeing to see being able to pay for your own things and not have to rely on anyone. And also, yeah, just being excited for things. Like, oh, I have two more things. So I was talking to my boyfriend about this because the thing is, besides rent, I'm not too comfortable with like splitting things in half for everything because I think it just makes things more confusing. So instead, I thought it would be best like for food, every 2 weeks I'll buy the food, every 2 weeks he buys the food. And then in terms of furniture and stuff, we can kind of figure that out as we go. Oh yes. And then subscriptions. So that was another thing that we had discussed because we kind of have the same subscriptions like Hulu and Netflix. We will most likely combine those and pay those together. I don't have everything figured out. This is just like me hypothesize everything. But yeah, we'll probably start looking for apartments around April, and then hopefully by May we have an apartment. If y'all seen like OG videos, y'all would know, you know, I came from like being basically homeless, like home hopping, you know, staying in people's couches, to having my own room now, to now transitioning to having my own apartment. And it sounds insane to even say that, but yeah, I'm super excited. I'm super excited to decorate, to give it the calm, nice cozy vibes, and yeah, just to share the apartment with someone that I love. Hopefully we will also be getting a dog. Please let me know if you have any questions about my budget or how I budget. You will see throughout the months too, I don't change my fund money, and I won't change my fund money because $100 suffices for me to buy anything that I really need. We're trying to get minimalist vibes here. Let me know what your budgets look like, or if this inspired you to make your yearly budget. I really think it is super important to just plan out where you're going. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. Super excited to see your budgets or what you're planning to budget on, if this inspired you in any way. And hopefully we have a great Q4 and we have a great 2021. Adios.